Solis freed on a $10,000 appearance bond today after his arraignment on a federal bribery charge.
Solis cooperating with investigators on the Mike Madigan and Ed Burke corruption cases. And WGN's Julian Cruz is live in the newsroom with more on today's hearing. Julian.
Well, Lourdes and Ray, today's hearing conducted via phone conference, affording reporters the first opportunity to hear Solis' voice since he abruptly ducked out of a city council meeting in 2018. The hearing comes as the city of Chicago, in a surprise announcement, seeks to enter a written filing with the court, making the argument that the taxpayers are the victim of Solis' alleged crime.
So this is the kind of event that TV stories are made from, right? Except it was real and it was here in Chicago.
WGN political analyst Paul Lisnick describing the political drama in today's extraordinary arraignment for government mole Danny Solis. Mr. Solis, have you decided to waive your right to an indictment? U.S. District Judge Andrea Wood asked the defendant. Yes, I have, Your Honor. For the first time since he disappeared from view, the voice of Danny Solis heard in a public setting today through a U.S. District Court phone conference at Solis' arraignment on a single bribery charge, accused of accepting $15,000 in campaign contributions in exchange for zoning changes. How do you plead, Mr. Solis? The judge asked him. I plead not guilty, Your Honor. The not guilty plea, standard procedure in these sorts of cooperation agreements, legal experts say, an indication more than likely that the feds aren't giving the 72-year-old defendant a free ride in their cooperation agreement, known as a deferred prosecution agreement.
His own neck is on the line. He has to be concerned about the deal he agreed to with the government, which we learned about today, and realizes that if he does anything to mess that up, the government can look and say, deal off.
Earlier this week, federal prosecutors finally releasing an admission of guilt signed by Solis, the leverage needed to get him to cooperate against several fellow Democrats. Solis reportedly wearing a wire to help ensnare former House Speaker Mike Madigan in a wide-ranging corruption indictment, as well as Alderman Ed Burke. Adding to the day's drama, news that Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot and city lawyers are filing a victim's impact statement with the federal court for what the mayor says is a violation of the public trust. Solis victimized the residents of his ward and residents in the entire city, the mayor says in a written statement, all of whom were deprived of the integrity and honesty that should be sacrosanct with all public officials. Now, due to his ongoing cooperation, the judge agreeing not to revoke Solis' passport, though she's ordering him as a condition of his bond to seek permission from the court if he needs to travel beyond the continental United States. In the newsroom, Julian Cruz, WGN News.
Thanks for the wrap-up, Julian.